Good evening all. This is our very first Glen Scotia live stream for our Unlocked community. Ashley, how are you? Good?
Good, excited, nervous.
Yeah. No, it'll be good.
But no, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun, and we've already had an amazing response from the community, questions coming in, loads of comments, so really excited to kind of get chatting to everybody and discuss all things Glen Scotia.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the live chat's there, everyone that's tuning in tonight, so you can pose any questions to myself and Ashley. There were some questions that came in to us through the list we sent out an email last night, so some questions through there we'll get into tonight as well. And then we'll go do some nice drams.
We are.
So so we've picked 3 of our kind of favourite drams of the last kind of year or so. So we've got our Festival 2025 release.
We do.
Icons of Campbeltown release number 2. And we've got our 15-year-old.
Yeah, we're going to kick off with the 15, which is just a staple in the core range, one of my absolute favourites.
Yeah,
so
it is a fan's favourite. You know, we were down at the London Whisky Show October time, I think it was, and it's great when you see everyone come up to the Glen Scotia stand and chat away, and the 15-year-old's always one that people say I just always go back to. I'll dabble into a bit of 10, they'll have a harbour, or I'll maybe go up to an 18, whatever it may be, but they always come back to the 15, which is good. So it's great we'll do a wee drama that tonight and chat through our tasting notes that we have, and see if anyone else obviously.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to see everybody else's reaction as well, because that's one of the beauties of the whisky shows, and something like this is where we can get immediate feedback from our fans, which is awesome.
Exactly, yeah. Also, a couple more things tonight. We have our Glen Scotia Unlocked winner. I don't know if you can see that on the camera there or not, but we have the winner from our Unlocked only competition. So that was out on Black Friday week last week. So we have Unlocked release number 1, 2 and 3, which were all sold out in record-breaking time.
It was mad. I mean, they're limited release, but the reaction from everybody in Unlocked has been incredible. They really do sell fast. So.
Yeah, so there's a lucky winner in that envelope. We don't know who it is yet. It's been passed over to us, so we'll do that after our tastings as well. And then we'll go through all our questions as well. It's good to see everyone kind of joining in. Whiskey with Molly, good evening. Hope you're well. Thank you for joining in with us tonight. We'll see. We've got quite a few watching just now. We'll maybe wait for a couple more to join, then we'll dive into 15-year-olds. So
it's been a really exciting year for us though, because this is a year of Unlocked, and really the reception from everybody has been amazing. It's been super fun for me to pick the drams, the bottles, and we've had live events. We had people come in for our pre-festival last year, which was a fantastic night.
Yeah, it was good. Really good. There was actually, I don't know if he's on the live tonight or not, but the gentleman that had the mermaid tattoo.
Oh, was that Jordan?
Jordan, that's right. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that was a real treat.
So he had the tattoo of the first icon, Lisa Mermaid, on his cap, which was pretty good to see. So there's been lots happening, and I think with Unlocked, I think I've been on the brand now for just about two-ish years, and I'm always just overwhelmed with the response. Like you say, we're at London Whisky Show, going abroad to do different whisky shows, and you see the reception. Everyone loves Glen Scotia. They love the brand. They love the people at our distillery. And for Unlocked, the full mission for me and the team was just to really give back. And give these exciting single cask releases, competitions, these prizes, and and to see everyone so engaged as well and tuning in tonight on a Thursday night. Have a few drams with us, and
it's going to be good fun.
It's really exciting. It's really good exciting. So what we'll do at Cyber Turn Up, wish you could join your drink. We'll have a meeting after. Maybe next time we'll hopefully do this again. Actually,
I think so.
I think we will. It'll be good fun to do. Okay, so we will dive into. So everyone that is watching tonight, we're going to go with our 15-year-old first. So if you've got a 15-year-old at home, please join in with us. Have a dram, and we'll go through it. So. 15-year-old has been a staple in our core range now for quite a few years now, and you can talk me through, Ashley, obviously Master Blender, kind of makeup of the spirit.
So as you say, 15 years old, starts off life in a combination of first fill bourbon and refill American oak. For around about 14 years, 8 months minimum, so you're getting lovely kind of caramel notes, that toffee. And then for the final sort of 2 to 4 months, I monitor it fairly carefully, We finish it in Oloroso sherry,
Yeah.
so adding layers of kind of floral notes.
And that's almost a wee hidden secret, that one, isn't it? We don't talk a lot about
No,
that
it's not
3-month
actually
finish.
on the pack
Yeah.
itself, but what it does is just add a little bit more spice, a little bit kind of that floral orange blossom into the background, not overshadowing the gorgeous Campbeltown character, which
Yes.
is, you know, Glen Scotia DNA, that oiliness, the salinity, and with the majority of our spirits starting off in first fill bourbon or ex-bourbon casks, that tropical fruit, the melted brown sugar, it's got everything in there.
Yeah, and I think, you know, with the, we talk about it quite a lot actually in our unlocked tasting videos as well, you know, we have, which is so unique to our distillery, this long fermentation, you know, we average of what, 128, 130 hours with fermentation, and that's where we create that distinctive fruit flavour profile, isn't it? And it's so recognisable on the nose straight away, on the palate as well, and it's what we love about Glen Scotia. It's what people tonight joining us love. It's just that distinctive profile.
You know, it's kind of Glen Scotia. You know, it's Campbeltown.
Yeah.
When you kind of nose it, it's got that richness to it. As you say, the fruit character is immediately on the nose.
Yeah.
For me,
it's almost like citrusy, isn't it? You're getting that citrus.
I think
kind of
with kind of younger Glen Scotia, you're almost getting that kind of candied apple. As it ages and matures, you're getting that much more kind of citrus into that tropical fruit note. But that fruit note is always there, no matter which Glen Scotia you're tasting.
Let's have a wee
cheers.
Wee nip, cheers.
Slange, everyone.
Slange.
And immediately the mouthfeel is that oiliness. There's the salinity there, which is
you can see
Glen
the legs in the
Scotia.
glass already. That's what I the 15, and also my baby 12-year-old. We'll talk about that maybe a bit later. But the 15-year-old, I just feel like that DNA is just like there in the glass. You've got a lovely kind of tropical fruit note. You get a nice kind of floral, kind of warm and spice from that subtle Oloroso finish. And then just as it sits in your mouth thereafter, it's lovely. A really, really great dram.
It's why people keep coming back to it, because it's such a great representation of the distillery. And the reason we've elected to use Oloroso is, again, that heritage piece, you know, the regionality. We're all about flying the flag for Campbeltown, and sherry casks would have been prevalent in the harbour during the boom time of Campbeltown.
It's you know, and we talk about it a lot, Ashley, and you're so right that, you know, there's so many distilleries in Scotland, but something that we have, which we can really, really own, is that being the, you know, the Victorian whisky capital of the world. You know, the ships coming into Campbeltown, that trading routes, you know, with the port, the sherry, the wine, everything coming in, and, you know, just having that little subtle add into the finish of that, just you know, pays that homage, like you say, to the 15-year-olds. So.
And you see that across the core range with our use of finishing casks. It's all about that maritime heritage, that port-to-port trading. With our 12-year-olds, we've stripped that right back. We've gone for first fill bourbon, 100% unpeated. That's really the core DNA. And with the 15 being the older sister of the 12-year-old, and that little bit of floral, orange blossom, the spice at the end, with the addition of that Oloroso finish.
That's brilliant. And, you know, just, we were talking there about that kind of DNA of Campbeltown and Glen Scotia. You've got like a full-bodied, oily mouthfeel spirit. And there was a question that came through, I believe it was Rhys Moore, put a question into us, and he was asking about, where does that oily spirit come from? You know, where is it coming from? Is it from our stills? Is it what the process? So obviously we've got our short Swan Neck stills, which obviously put into that. There's a lot more than just the stills.
Yeah, absolutely. There's not one element that I would say you can definitively pin your hat on that would be the defining characteristic that makes Glen Scotia oily. Like you say, those relatively short kind of squat stills, that slower distillation, gives us that nice oily character. But we're also looking at our mash tun. It's our rack and pinion mash tun. It's a very traditional setup. When we're raking the bed, you know, we're getting a lovely base for our flavour, and then the long fermentation as well. All these kind of layers of flavour just adds a real great roundness to the dram.
100%, and I think it's good, that kind of question that comes in, it's like an interesting one for myself as well, and also for you when we talk about it, because it's something that's so identifiable for Glen Scotia,
Yeah.
and some people just don't really know the kind of the detail about it, which is obviously it's great for us to be on tonight to chat to everyone and tell everyone the detail about these things. So that's been really good. So okay, so that's us done 15-year-old. I'll see if there's anyone any questions. So
or if anyone wants to hit us with their own tasting notes, I would love to see those as well.
Oh, there's some questions on the audio breaking up from Thomas. Are we okay on the audio?
Just tell them to refresh their screen or whatever.
Just, I think it's just that if you've refreshed your stream, you should be okay. Apologies for that. Hopefully it's okay for everyone else.
Oh, Callum's very swanky, watching live from Bath Street, yeah. Hopefully with a number 93 in hand, I think. Yeah.
We've actually got a question from Callum, actually, so we'll maybe get into,
yes,
those as well in a wee bit as well. So, Merry Christmas to you too, back for the whiskey. Thank you very much for joining in tonight. So after our 15-year-old, we're gonna go into our Icons of Campbeltown number 2.
Yeah.
Which will be a nice one to get back into. Also, we just released Icons number 3.
Yep, the Wilver.
The Wilver, yeah. So that was a 12-year-old unpeated tawny port, received really, really well, and it's been great to see the response to the 12-year-old tawny port. It's a great whiskey though.
It is,
the
and
tawny
again,
port's a great finish on it.
Yeah, beautiful finish. That's one of my favourite combinations with Glen Scotia, especially when we get into our peated spirit, but we'll maybe talk about that a little bit later.
Yeah.
But in terms of the Icons of Campbeltown, nods to the heritage of the town as well. It's the Campbeltown Cross. That's where we've kind of taken inspiration for the series.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we spoke about it when we're down in Campbeltown last month, 2 months ago, when we were filming for Icons Campbeltown number 3, and it was bringing to life why we did Icons of Campbeltown, and that market cross just sits in the heart of our town, and there's so much history in there. It's carved from hundreds and hundreds of years, and the women sighting the mermaid at the sea, St Michael slaying the dragon, and we've just done an amazing job of bringing these to life through the whiskey, through the packaging, so it's great. So what we'll do is we'll go into Icons of Campbeltown number 2. Let's go into it.
So with Icons number 2, which was, as you just mentioned there, St Michael slaying the fire-breathing dragon. So to kind of evoke that kind of fiery warmth, we've used a medium peated spirit for this release. It's 14 years old and it has a Barolo red wine finish. So Barolo red wine is the king of Italian wines. It's rich.
It's not very common to see Barolo red wine. It's not.
And it's got a lovely richness to it. The tannins really work well with the peat. And again, trying to evoke that fire-breathing dragon. It's got a lovely kind of red tint to it as well, which is always a lovely addition with any red wine cask.
And see obviously I know a lot of the Glen Scotia fans that will be on tonight will probably know this, but for those that don't, so at Glen Scotia we have predominantly unpeated production, but 4 to 6 weeks a year.
Even less than that, 2 to 4 weeks of the year we run peated spirit, so it is really rare for us, and we've elected to really use the peated spirit in our limited editions, whether that's our Icons of Campbeltown or the festival, and it's really to reward our fans, the people that travel to the festival, but also take that spirit out to the world, something that's a real rare gem that they might not see in the core range. And it's a really great way for us to showcase that peated spirit.
Yeah, and I think with the peated spirit as well, I think a lot of people sometimes think of peated spirit and it can be quite medicinal and boggy, but when we have our peated spirit, it's almost just more that extra body, that kind of like barbecue-y smoke
there's a warmth to it.
It's not that heavy smoke.
No, it's not, and we source our peat from the northeast of Scotland rather than Islay. So already the composition of the peat is given much kind of more earthy character, much more kind of floral character. With the medium peat, before sort of the malting ppm, as we would call it, is around about 17. We don't measure it after distillation.
And that's quite low, because I think there's some in the industry will be well 50, up into even the hundreds. You can get quite heavy ones. So
but this is a real nice earthiness. There's a richness to it. Like you say, it's almost like the embers of a fire, which is perfect for that. St Michael slaying the fire-breathing dragon.
Exactly. So look at my wee nose and the wee taste. I think someone's just said there, love with the peat from Helen.
Audio too good. We can hear the rustle of your
Oh,
gilet.
Sorry, I'll try not. I'll try and stop moving too much.
No,
Apologies.
it's so good.
Sorry.
Immediately on the nose though, that red wine influence
Yes.
is coming through. You're getting real sort of rich berries,
Yep.
cherry.
A nice kind of peat smoke, subtle smoke. But you know, it's still the.
There's that character of Glen Scotia, which is that first full bourbon element with the fruit is less tropical this time, but you're still getting a lot of the caramel notes. There's almost a fudginess to it.
Yeah.
Um,
And that background salinity, and
yes,
that's what I
it's
love.
so
That we never ever
mineralic.
lose that, no matter the finish, the length of the finish. You just get a lovely. That just takes you back to Campbeltown instantly, doesn't it? That kind of salinity, that lovely oily mouthfeel. It's
Yeah, I
fantastic
mean,
in the glass.
You're right in the harbour. When you
Yeah.
drive up to Campbeltown, you're
Yeah.
along the coasts, and that's lovely sea spray
Yeah.
that you smell when you're
Yeah.
driving up. Like it is like a hug. It's like returning home. It's lovely.
It's that last, 20 minutes into Campbeltown, you got the coast on your right hand side, the waves, the sea just looks crystal clear almost sometimes. You just
Yeah.
get that essence, don't you, straight away, which is brilliant. Yeah, it takes you back. So I think, yeah, it was a great dram, the Icons number 2, and I think quite a few of them picked up the Black Friday deal last
Yes.
week, which is good. And again, we do all these Black Friday deals and rewards and discounts for the community because they make us who we are, do you know, and it's all about rewarding back. So we hope a few of you are able to get either the Icons, the festival last week, or even 15-year-old to have a nice
And
dram.
I'm just reading here before the chat jumps again that Brian Dean has said that he'd got Icons number 1. Really enjoyed the Palo Cortado influence. Love that too. Again, it works really well with the salinity that comes through in the core spirit. And then reading a recent review on Icons number 3 for the Wolver, which was our 12-year-old unpeated in the Tawny Port.
You know, just to go back to that, so with was it Brian there saying obviously the Icons number 1, again the story of obviously the mermaid, you know, sighting at sea, but the way we paired that whiskey, you know, you've got unpeated, so that salinity is full focus in the whiskey. Palo Cortado, extremely rare sherry cask.
And lovely dry kind of mouthfeel works really well with that salinity.
Yeah, 100%, and also just plays into that rarity and scarcity of seeing a mermaid. You know, to the.
I mean, I've never seen one, but every time I drive up to Campbelltown, I've got my eye on. I still have my eye on the road, but you never know.
Maybe they had enough whiskey that day to just spot it themselves. Who knows? But yeah, no, it's great, Brian. Thank you for tuning in tonight and telling us your thoughts on Icons number 1. I think, I think with Icons number 2 again, storytelling, whiskey, everything just comes together. And on Icons, also we just launched number 3, and I believe it was Glen Scotia's number 1 fan. That's what they were termed as.
They claim to be. I claim to be Glen Scotia's number 1 fan. I promise you, I didn't write into the chat.
There may be a fight in the chat on who that actually is. But Glen Scotia's number 1 fan did write in and asked on a teaser for the Icons number 4. So can't say too much.
No, it's quietly maturing.
Yeah.
It is. I'm sampling it. Sort of. I can't even think of the word right now, but every so often, just taking a sample, making sure that it's maturing, just so it's a real. It's the first time we've used this cask finish for Glen Scotia. With the Icons, I won't reveal what that is, but maybe you can tell us a little bit more about
the artwork is all done.
Yeah.
So the packaging's all done. It looks great already. It's the best thing about my job as well is, you know, I'm working 18 months ahead every single time. So when I'm thinking of, you know, Icons number 4, I'm already working on Icons number 5. There's a little teaser for you. There's going to be number 5 as well. But Icons number 4. I'll be a wee sneak peek for Glen Scotia's number 1 fan, since he or she termed himself as number 1 fan. The Icon, I won't say what it is, but it's half eagle, half lion. So there you go. That's
Google that.
Google that and do with that as you will.
Yeah, and I think Dave Croft has spoken about the artwork as well. Icons number 2, the painting on the box is awesome. Joel Holtzman is who we've collaborated with on all the artwork for these.
Joel's fantastic. So Joel, he lives over in Rotterdam, in the Netherlands, so we have Teams calls quite a bit. And Joel does a lot of work for Marvel, for Disney, extremely creative individual, and he's basically brought these stories to life for us. And it's like, for me, it's such a fun project to work on because I'm getting to pull everything together and tell that story.
The details are incredible as well. Even when you open the box, I don't know if anyone's got the outer box at home, but when you open it up and you look inside with the icons number 2, it's got like, you know, that fire breathing kind of dragon with the Wolver, it's the claw marks from the wolf. Like the details are just lovely.
Yeah,
and
that's
as brand kind of manager, that's that's where you kind of thrive.
Well,
as well.
hopefully.
No, you do.
Yeah, but no, Joel's been fantastic, and he's really good to work with. So yeah, he's helped bring them to life. And yeah, like you say, when you see them all lined up together, they are fantastic, which is great. See who else we've got on the chat.
Yeah, James Brown saying that the number 2 has great long legs, and it really does.
I know,
that oiliness
and
of
the
the
glass
spirit
just sitting here. It's fantastic.
evident.
It's really good. What else have we got? Someone's enjoying back to whiskey, enjoying a Victoriana. That's cult favourite.
Yeah, that is a huge favourite. Again, with whiskey shows, people really gravitate towards the Victoriana, and I know you're not supposed to have favourites. Maybe if you, as a blender, as master blender for Glen Scotia, it's one of the most challenging products to bring together. And so for me, it's probably one of the most rewarding whiskies. So it has a very special place in my heart.
Yeah. It's like you say, you go to whiskey shows all over and just they gravitate towards Victoriana. And I think as well, even coming down to detail of, you know, say my side of the brand, you know, it's in green glass. Again, replicating that Victorian style, the packaging. And then also, you know, the creation of the whiskey, it's very complex. You've got, you know, the heavily charred casks, you've got the PX finish as well, all coming together. It's a pretty
yeah, it was one of, actually talking of the festival, which is kind of one of the drams we're going to move on to next. The festival this year, we did a deconstructed Victoriana tasting, and people were just in awe of just like what goes into it. And when I kind of took on the mantle of master blender, it was one of the recipes that was probably one of the most intimidating, because there are so many moving parts, and you know, you've got kind of your base spirit, which is that 10 to 12-year-old unpeated, but you've got a little bit of that medium peat in there as well at 10 to 12-year-old, and then aged parcel, sort of 16, 18, 20 years old. You're dealing with a lot of kind of moving parts, a lot of different elements. You're then maturing those separately, as you say, into heavily charred in the PX cask for a year, bringing it all together. It's really rewarding dram.
I think I'll stick to my job. That sounds a bit easier than that. But I think that's, you know, it's the beauty of it actually, because a lot of people won't know how complex that is to pull together. So it's great that, you know, you're able to share that. I think I just seen someone there asking on how many icons there will be. So there's 4 coming out next year, and I already alluded to there'll be a number 5. And I'll leave it there. There may or may not be a number 6, so we'll keep it there.
Work in progress.
Yeah. Scotty's pour a 12-year-old. Well, Scotty, that is actually, I think it was our friend of the distillery, Callum Renton, asked this evening if what our favourite drams were.
Yeah.
And Scotty, I'm going to have to say, 12-year-old's mine. I think
is your baby.
It's you know, it's something that we've been working on 18 months, 2 years ago. We started the project to bring 12-year-old into the core range, and you know, when you spend so much time working on a product, and a brand, and then, you know, what job we did bringing the liquid together. It's just like everyone absolutely loves it. The price point, the packaging, the liquid. It's just that for me, it's Glen Scotia in a glass.
It is. It's like it's a real heart of the core range now. It represents what we are. That Campbeltown DNA, Glen Scotia in a glass, the tropical fruit, the salinity. It's all there. The first fill bourbon, just given layers of melted brown sugar. It really is just a real striking bottle as well, with the blue, with like the warehouse doors. If you've been lucky enough to visit Glen Scotia Distillery, then we've taken inspiration from the walls, the door, in terms of the colouring of the packaging as well. So it's been a real collaboration of love as well. And it's been great to see people's immediate reaction has been of, you know, just it's been awesome.
That's the thing as well, you know, we put the 12-year-old out there. We have so many of people buying it, sharing it, commenting on Instagram, and you know, we see all these comments, we look at all the posts shared and stuff, and you see people commenting being like, what a dram, fantastic purchase, What a great price point. The packaging's amazing. The liquid quality, everything, and and that just makes it easy for us, just to kind of like box tick. We've done it, we've done
the
a good
hard
job.
work is kind of paid off, and it's really nice to see people just galvanised around it as well.
Yeah.
I think who is mentioned here that their second dram, Stanley, their second dram is the 9-year-old from last year, which is the festival edition, which I think is quite a nice time for us to move on to the festival edition
Let's
as
do
well.
it. Yeah, good timing. We'll pull this one round. So I'll keep my 15 at the front, just so I might go back in for the icon so I know which one it is. So, festival, 2025. Actually missed that festival, unfortunately.
I know,
wasn't
you weren't
there.
well.
I wasn't well. But it was a great festival, and it was one that I think everyone really, really enjoyed the festival this year. It was a much more community feel, I think. We tried to bring that more to life. We put on so much more for people coming to the courtyard. We had our free tasting bar to try our core range. The events were fantastic. You hosted an event. Gary Mills for hosting events, and I think everyone just really, really drawn into it and loved it.
It's like one of my favourite days in the calendar as far as Glen Scotia is concerned. It's that kind of bringing everyone together, people who love Glen Scotia, they're bringing their family, locals, as well as people from further afield as well. You've got people from Germany, China, Sweden, I mean, you name it. It's just fantastic how passionate people are about Glen Scotia, and then that just gives you the energy when you go back to the
100%.
tasting lab, or when you go to festivals and you see people so engaged and happy around Glen Scotia. It just that for me is just such a nice moment in the year to reflect on how much the distillery's growing and how much Campbeltown as a region has come on as well. It's had a bit of a potted history,
it has,
boom time in the Victorian age, where at one point there was up to 28 working distilleries at any one point, which when you think about the size of Campbeltown is almost unfathomable.
I know.
There's never before and never since has there been such a concentration of distilleries to now Glen Scotia being one of those remaining distilleries that are really hopefully flying the flag for the region. It's so special to be part of that history.
And you're so right, and I think the Malts Festival itself, we're celebrating the town, and everything we do at Glen Scotia is really to put Campbeltown back on the map, that region status. We really, really want, and and I think there's some questions that have came in already, and we'll try and get on to them this evening if we can, about there's more distilleries coming to Campbeltown and the growth of the region, and we're all for it. We love it. We don't see that as a negative. We see it as a positive because it's giving the region more awareness, and we want everyone drinking more Campbeltown whiskey and celebrating in our town. So, like you say, the Campbeltown Malts Festival does that, and we put on a great day at the distillery. All the events with the music on, the bar, the drinks, and just seeing on the faces, like you say, there's always people from Germany, from Sweden, and you see them every year, and and it's not just that they're taking a wee quick drive over, a wee quick plane. You've got to get into Glasgow.
It's not easy to get to.
It's not easy to get to, no. And then you've got to get the Loganair flight over, or the 3.5 hour drive, and sometimes there's complications on the military road, and people still make all that effort to get there. And it doesn't go unrecognised for sure.
No, absolutely not. And I think we're seeing that with the Unlock community as well, how dedicated people are, and it's really lovely to see. And one of the ways that we kind of celebrate and put that Glen Scotia liquid out into the world is with the festival limited edition, the release. This year it was the 9-year-old heavily peated Ribera del Duero casks. Again, adding lots of lovely fruit character to that heavily peated spirit, which is the salinity, the oiliness. It's a really nice balance of that kind of sweet and savoury.
Yeah, and I think with actually it might be a bit good to give a bit more explanation for it. So we have our medium peated and our icons, and we've got the heavily peated and the festival. In terms of the liquid style, obviously there's a difference in the ppm in that. Do you feel that it has an effect on the fruit style of the whiskey at all? Do you think it masks more, or do you think it just more adds a bit more body to it and just develops it around
I think it does add a bit of body, a length to the mouthfeel, the heavier peat spirit. When it's younger, sort of like 5 years old, it's much more kind of that youthful vibrancy really comes through. As we age, the spirit, the peat gets more mellow and more
kind of
integrated. So
softens
these
up,
are all
isn't it?
kind of decisions or things that I'm looking at when I'm selecting the type of peat that we're using for a limited release.
Yeah.
The cast finish really has to match that. It can't be kind of overshadowed.
Yeah, you've got to balance
So
it out, don't
with something like a Barolo or a Ribera del can't say that
Ribera del
now. I've
Duero.
had too many drams. A Ribera del Duero. They're tannic wines. They're fruity. They're robust, and they stand up well
Yeah.
to the peaty spirit
Yeah.
that we have at
You
Glen
almost
Scotia.
kind of get like a also not went out into it, obviously I remember it very well, but a wave of like licorice almost with the festival release. There's that just through the kind of the peat and that Ribera del Duero.
Yeah, the spiciness in the
yeah,
background is
it's that
really
kind of yeah.
evident. Yeah, it adds a different dimension, and that is really what we're trying to do with our limited releases, with our Icons release, is offer something that's slightly different from the core range, allow people to delve a bit deeper into what we can offer at Glen Scotia. You've discovered the core range, you know it really well, you love it. Let's just give you a little teaser of some of the rarer spirit that we have in our warehouses, and it's really exciting to release these. And again, when you're at the festival, see people's immediate reaction to the spirit is lovely.
Yeah, I think. Pardon me. I think there was a question. To jog my memory, I think it was Stuart McGregor. He asked, out of the 3 drams tonight, I think it was what we were most excited about, or what do we like about each one. And I think for me, out of the 3 drams, especially with Icons and Festival, like you say, we experiment with the peat in these limited edition releases. So obviously we use peat in the core range, like as salt and pepper here and there, just to kind of add finishing to it. But with the limited releases and the Icons and Festival, we kind of
we're celebrating
that
peat.
peat,
We're
and
really
we go full on with
showcasing
it, and the flavours so strong in the peat elements. So I think that's for me, Stuart, and thank you for the question. That's probably where for me I think it's exciting with the limited releases that we do. And then also with the Unlocked community, we do even more in terms of that single cask exploration. We've got lovely exclusive casks, the finishing periods, and we also did that great 5-year-old.
Yeah, the 5-year-old first fill bourbon for Unlock number 2 was, you know, I think maybe people were quite surprised
at the
that
age.
It was, you know, we're picking a 5-year-old's age statement, but hopefully if you manage to snag a bottle, you can see the quality of the spirit that we produce, and that really shines through with that first fill bourbon at that young age. And with Unlocked, that's something we can experiment with as well, and get people's immediate reaction. And the reaction to Unlocked number 2 was phenomenal. People really loved the fruitiness of the spirit. You're getting that underlying kind of coastal sea spray, but the vibrancy and the youthfulness and the quality of Glen Scotia, even at that young age.
Well, you know, you may talk about the young age. I think actually again there's a question about the age statements if we're doing anything younger in Glen Scotia, but it takes me back to the festival year before last. 2024, sorry, we did the New Make Spirit School.
That was
with Millie
fun.
Milliken, and again, that's straight off the still. And the quality of our distillate, you know, that you know, we don't have to put our liquid into cask for 10, 20 years to try and make sure it's drinkable, you know, off the still.
I mean,
and the flavour of
my
our
job would
distillation.
be so much more difficult if we didn't have that gorgeous base spirit to work from. And the team down at the distillery are just, you know, the craftsmen and women down there that are doing an amazing job of keeping that spirit consistent. The quality is so high. The long fermentation giving us that fruit character. There's so many different elements that they all bring together. We work as a team, we collaborate to bring, hopefully, what you think are amazing drams at the end of the day.
No, they are. I mean, like the team are fantastic down at the distillery, and you know, we even talk about that craftsmanship that you mentioned there, and preserving that craftsmanship and traditional techniques that we've used. You know, our Bobby Mills from 1950s odd. There you go. And I mean, that's what's quick math, 70, 80 years old, whatever it is. And we get a team that come up from York every year to service it. You know, that just shows the commitment we are going into to ensure we preserve that craftsmanship. Because, you know, we could have got rid of it and got a new stainless steel, fancy one, whatever, and then automate whatever. But
it'd be much more efficient to get a stainless steel
semi-light
or mash tun. But we want to have that traditional spirit that was coming out of Campbelltown when it was that whiskey capital of the world. And let's hope it becomes a whiskey capital of the world
Yeah, I
again.
know,
Like we
let's
really
hope so.
want people to
That's it, yeah.
discover, embrace, celebrate Glen
Yeah.
Scotia.
For sure. Let's have a wee look. Actually, we've been chatting for a wee bit to make sure that we're catching up with everyone that's chatting away here.
Well,
Let's
you
have a
look
look.
at the questions. I'm just going to enjoy this festival.
So, any teasers from Martin Russell here on next year's festival release or events? Oh, okay.
Oh.
I wasn't expecting to expose too much today.
No, I don't even know if I want
think
to. But
what we do have, I think, I can tell you, it's going to be, the packaging's going to be navy blue. I'll tell you
that's
that
true.
much. I can
That's
tell you that much. I pressed past that the other day, so I can tell you that. And events-wise, Martin, we're going to have our Dunnage will always be there.
Yeah.
Dunnage tasting will be there. We'll have that for sure. And okay, one we're going to do, which I think you're going to host it as well, Ashley, a port-to-port session.
Yeah, we're going to really celebrate or showcase the importance of the maritime casks that we use, the heritage, the casks that we're going to be that were used in Campbeltown and would have been prevalent in the harbour. That's what really our focus is, on that regionality and the heritage. And so we want to kind of celebrate that and showcase and explain kind of why we use the casks that we do and how it works. Balances well with our spirit.
Yeah, for sure.
There is rhyme and reason behind it. We don't just kind of go through a catalogue and go, oh, that would be nice. It always, for me, has to hark back to the heritage of Campbelltown, and there has to be a legitimate reason why we're using these cast finishes.
Yeah, we don't just do it for the sake of it. There's a reason, and you always say to me as well, you know, I'll go to Ashley and be like, let's try something completely crazy, and you're like, nope. It's not part of our history. It's not part of our DNA. We're not doing it, and that's what I love about it. You know, we stick to tradition so much, don't we? So there you go, Martin. That's a teaser for you for next year's festival.
It's not going to be tequila.
Brian, you've got your accommodation sorted. Brilliant. We'll hopefully see you there. Scott's just had his 15-year-old delivered. Thank you very much, mate. Hope you enjoy it when you get a dram of it. Where are we? Missed the offer for the 15-year-old, must try harder, Mark. Right, well, Mark, we do have some of our e-com team in the room with us, so I'll maybe try and see if we can get a 10% discount code put in the chat for you, Mark, to try and get a 15-year-old. I'll leave that in the hands of the team behind the camera. Who else have we got? All three fantastic. This one's my favourite, though. Ed, was that the festival that we were at the time, probably when your message came in? Perfect, good stuff.
I'm glad we finished on the festival dram, because it's got a real long sort of dry in mouthfeel, which is really lovely to savour. There's a real a savouriness to it, as well as that kind of tart fruit coming through, and I really enjoy the balance of that.
Yeah. I think what we got, so Nick's just said, oh, port to port sounds brilliant, as you say, that's the time. Yeah, so that'll be a good session. So don't know, I can't give an exact answer just now, apologies guys, but we will probably have announcement probably early February going into March of all tickets, information, ticket sales, dates. Because also we know you guys need to plan early as much as possible, appreciate that, so we'll try and communicate as soon as we possibly can.
And similarly to this year with the pre-event, we had some unlocked community members at that event, so I would hope that this is my hint now to Kev and the team,
on the spot now.
that we could hopefully run a similar event where unlocked members could get the chance to come along and preview what we have in store for the festival. Yeah,
so we will host a pre-festival event. It's an invite-only kind of media guest one that we do to try and just help raise the awareness of the festival and raise the awareness of Campbelltown. And
it also gives me a dry run of the workshops, so I'm not like super nervous on the day when I arrive in Campbelltown and have to
do a couple of sessions. So this year we invited 2 unlocked members to kind of competition. And I think they had a fantastic evening. It was through in Edinburgh.
Great time spent.
Yeah, so I think we'll do the same again. You put me on the spot now, so I need to agree to it. And it'll be in Glasgow this year.
Yeah.
So we switched between Glasgow and Edinburgh to make sure everyone can get a chance to get to it as well. So we'll have tickets going up for that soon as well. So they'll be in our competition. So that'll be a good one.
Talking of competition, should we maybe?
Yeah, let's do it. I suppose no further ado. Okay, so I don't know how far you guys can see the camera, but here we do have the winner, as in this envelope here.
Oh, drum roll.
Drum roll.
We should have got some percussion or something. Oh. And
So
the
it's-
award goes to?
Alwyn Church Morrow.
Oh, nice. Well done, Owen.
Alwyn Church Morrow. So you are the winner of the Unlocked competition. So you will be winning Unlocked release number 1, 2 and 3, which were all sold out. And we will send an email to you after the live tonight and get all details sorted from and get it posted out to you. But hopefully you're on tonight and see that you've won. And sorry for anyone that hasn't won. I mean, I think we had over 1,000 entries.
Yeah, it was incredible,
which is
the response.
Unbelievable in a week to get that many in. So that was absolutely fantastic.
My dad wanted to join. I said it's probably not, trading standards.
Yeah.
You probably can't enter.
Ashley's dad just won.
Yeah. Oh, funny that. Yeah, I think there would be some questions.
That is fair enough. Yeah. Congrats. That's brilliant to see. Thank you very much, guys. So yeah, this is not the first and the last. We'll definitely be doing more competitions coming on Glen Scotia Unlocked, and it's again like. This has been a great evening already. I've really enjoyed chatting away to you, Ashley, chatting to the community, having a couple of drams. It's brilliant.
I mean, it's awesome. I'm seeing in the chat like people are tuning in from all over. We've got Inverness, we've got Macclesfield, and that's just kind of the beauty of events like the festival, like this live, is it's bringing people together, and I get to spend more time with Kev, which is always a joy.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Fiona's done her job behind the scenes. So, guys, there's a live stream 10 discount code for everyone on this evening. So, I can't remember the gentleman's name who missed out on the 15-year-old discount. I can't see if I can find it, but there's a discount code in there for you to try and get. Donald says surely 15% is better 15-year-old.
Donald.
Too late now, Donald. Didn't see that, Donald, sorry.
And what have we got from Back for Whiskey? A young peated cask strength port maturation would be a winner for me. That kind of, those kind of combinations are right up my street. I love peaty whiskey. I love that kind of fruity richness that you get from port. Ruby port especially for me has got a real vibrancy. So yeah. Watch this space for 2026.
Yeah. Hopefully, a couple more coming out. I think one more thing actually, while we're on topic, and we did have a question. I believe it was Lawrence. No, it was Jim Brown asked for an update on Unlocked Release number 4. So yeah, apologies guys. Unlocked Release number 4 was meant to be live on Black Friday week on the Thursday. But a couple of small issues which meant that we couldn't release it on time. And again, we probably could have, but again, just me, we are a team. We have such high standards of ourselves, and we didn't want anything to go out with any imperfections. So we got them all fixed. And there should be an email going out tonight at 8 o'clock to let everyone know. But Tuesday morning next week, 10 a.m, Unlocked 4 will be launching.
Should I reveal what it is, or?
Go on, Ashley.
Okay, so it's going to be 10-year-olds. Just talked there about the port finish. This time it's a ruby port finish. It's a relatively long finish for us, so it's 2 years and 5 months in the ruby port. So it's real vibrant fruits. I'm sure you'll see a video coming out very soon where I discuss it with Gary Mills. Joined me this time in Campbeltown to discuss Unlock number 4. But yeah, real vibrant, punchy, fruity goodness. It's all of the Unlocked have a special place in my heart.
I know.
To be honest.
Have you got a favourite?
Oh,
put you on the spot.
You are putting me on the spot now. I think Unlock number 1, just because it was our initial launch,
to say the same
and
thing. It was the first one.
we weren't sure how people were going to react, whether it was, it was a tawny port, 9-year-old tawny port, and I think that was probably my favourite in terms of just not knowing how the community was going to engage and how quickly it was going to.
It was unbelievable, wasn't it?
And it was just such a special moment. So
I think it was the very first Unlocked release. I was driving to Campbeltown with Hannah, and I'm sure Hannah was on. We were like, it was in the morning time driving into Campbeltown to see the team, and Hannah was on the phone with the Shopify and her thing, and I was waiting for 10 o'clock to go, and I was like, are we sold any yet, Hannah? And she was like, the phone was just going ding 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 ding. Couldn't believe it. Could not believe it. It was. I mean, like every single time we do something, the fans I've unlocked, just absolutely love it, which is great. So yeah, and things like tonight, I mean, it's just a Thursday night, everyone is at home, there's a good few of everyone watching, tuning in on the chat, having a dram with us, and you know, that's just what we love doing with the community.
Yeah.
I think someone's just asked there,
when is it?
number being released. So
Tuesday at
Lamoa, it's going to be released on Tuesday morning next week, Tuesday the 9th at 10 a.m. And it is a 10-year-old exclusive cask.
That is correct.
So yeah, that'll be a good one to get hands on. And again, like the competition tonight, you know, 1, 2 and 3 sold out, and we've got a lucky winner to get 1, 2 and 3. So hopefully you're going to be able to make the most of the first 3.
I'm sure they'll enjoy them immensely. I know I enjoyed selecting them, enjoyed kind of chatting to everybody about the whiskies, and that's one of the most, if not the most enjoyable part of my job, is engaging with like Glen Scotia fans, festivals, events like this, like just meeting people, whiskey to whiskey, and just chatting all about the whiskies. I could probably go on for another 3 hours, but I don't think we've got the time tonight. No. But as you say, hopefully we'll do another event similar to this, where we can try some more drams from the core range, a couple more of maybe the unlocked, and maybe the Wolver next time.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know if there's anyone on that's in the Leeds vicinity, but I will be down in Leeds. Have you got any whiskey shows the next couple of weeks?
No, and the next time they're letting me out of the sample room is it's going to be a burn supper.
That's right.
Which is also my birthday, so I will be really happy to host.
Didn't get the invite for that one.
No, you didn't. I didn't want you involved. I wanted it all for myself. Thankfully, I'm not being asked to recite poetry because that would be disastrous. But I do get to present some lovely Glen Scotia dram, so I couldn't say no to that.
Yeah, fair. I'm down in Leeds, so we've got our 12-year-old in the whiskey shop in Leeds, so I'm down there doing a tasting all day. So if anyone's in the Leeds vicinity, come in and say hi, and we'll have a couple of drams of 12-year-old, and then we get back into silly whiskey festival season at the start of next year, don't we?
And then before you know it, it'll be the festival.
It's always a way. We've got some other questions. The price of number 4. It's hard to buy with delivery. Yeah, so with delivery outside the UK, it's really difficult for us guys right now there's so many issues with Brexit and customs for us to get unlocked out of the UK. Unfortunately, it's something we're trying to get around, but it's quite a difficult
It's just process. A good excuse for you guys to plan a trip to Campbelltown, I think.
Yeah, well, exactly. Come to Campbelltown and fly home with it. It's a good shout. It's a good shout. And the price for number 4, it all will be revealed on Tuesday morning next week.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah, there'll be an email going out tonight. I think probably in the next 10-15 minutes it'll have all the detail on it. And it looks like Malcolm has found some information already. So
yep, distilled in 2015. Correct, Malcolm. 10 years old. Correct.
There we
Exclusive cask. Correct. 2-year finish in First Full Ruby Port. Spot on. Yeah, absolutely.
I think I might retire, Malcolm. You come take my job. Right, guys, we'll probably stay on for another 5 minutes or so. If anyone's got any other questions they want to chat through on the chat, let us know. I think we've tried to cover as many questions as we could that came in through the forum, through the email last night.
But thanks everyone really for joining us. It's at the moment it feels like we're just talking to a camera and each other, but I can feel like from the chat and everything the love coming through.
That's good.
And thank you for all your questions, and your continued support is just, it's awesome really. The reaction we've had, not only from Unlocked but from the wider community, is always such a joy to experience.
Oh, there we go. Malcolm's, the email's already out. That's good. There we go.
Woohoo!
I thought it was going out later this evening, but that's good. It's out already.
Oh, awesome.
Well,
awesome.
Hopefully, Malcolm, you can get your alarm set for Tuesday morning next week and pick up a bottle or two.
Fastest finger.
What's that?
Fastest finger.
Yeah, that's it. I know, it definitely is that way, isn't it, these days? What about a blended malt with Loch Lomond?
Jim Brown. Good question. We do have a sister distillery, Loch Lomond Distillery, and maybe have a look at Noble Rebel. You might find that one of them talks about orchard fruit, a little bit of salinity. So just, you know, we have done
Orchard Outburst.
That's the one. Yep.
Orchard Outburst, Noble Rebel. That's your hidden secret there of Glen Scotia and Loch Lomond married together.
Exactly. The wonderful Michael Henry brings those blended malts together, and within that orchard outburst there is a parcel of Glen Scotia. We're very protective of our own spirit. We have a couple of partners that we collaborate with. Callum is sitting in one of the venues right now, but the majority of our spirit we keep for ourselves and for our wider community Unlocked and our limited releases. So yeah.
A question here, back for the whiskey, any plans for a 4th edition double cask? So we just did the 3rd this year, so we have our double cask sherry cask finish, PX sherry. We've got double cask Demerara rum, and then this year we introduced the Bordeaux red wine finish, which fantastic liquid, really good, but we only had a very, very small batch of it.
Very limited release.
So if you didn't get a hold of it, apologies, because it was very limited. And again, that was us just kind of a wee bit experimenting, seeing how it landed, and it did land very well. So I'm constantly pushing Ashley to get more liquid into casks.
Always.
Yeah. So
it keeps me on my toes.
Yeah.
But no, it's great. It's good fun.
And there's no plans yet for a 4th one, but you know, who knows what will happen in the future. Other brands are successful with Young Expressions. Are we going to do the same with Glen Scotia? So, like we touched on earlier, so I don't know what your name is, DYED18. We did the Younger Expression on Unlocked, the 5-year-old.
Yeah, we released that 5-year-old.
And I think that's kind of where you'll start to see more experimentation in Unlocked, where we'll start to tap into younger age spirits and different maturation.
And again, with our festival releases, we've done sort of 9-year-olds, 7-year-olds. You'll probably see that coming through more in our limited edition rather than the core range. But yeah, keep your feedback, keep your reactions coming because it's all about collaboration. Obviously, I collaborate with Kev. We're collaborating with our finance teams and our sales teams and our customers as well are key to that feedback.
For sure. Nick Miller, this has been lovely. Thank you. Great way to spend an hour. How fast did it go? I know, I can't believe that's been an hour already.
It's been crazy fast.
Great. And thank you very much for your comment. I really appreciate that. I think, we need to do it again, Ashley. We need to do this again.
It's been good fun.
It's been really good.
I've enjoyed it.
And we'll just need to keep an eye on the digital team to get some more discount codes out to get the guys a couple more bottles before we come on the next one. But if we do another one, we'll definitely make sure we communicate what we're going to be doing on the session so you guys can join with us. We'll have questions again, and then we'll chat it all through. But yeah, it's been brilliant, Ashley.
Yeah, thank you very much, and thanks everyone for joining as well. And had a brilliant evening, and flange.